Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode here of Milwaukee Beer Review. As always, I'm Josh.
I'm Ross.
And we have got brews, some barrel-aged stouts, actually, from a local small brewery.
Home brewer.
Mr. Tyler, who's been on the channel many, many times, and Nosey Neighbor Brewing Company. And we have got their ominous... What is it? Ominous?
Yeah. You got it.
Ominous Shadows. I couldn't think of what it was called. Sorry about that, Tyler. I couldn't think of what the name was. It is Ominous Shadows. This is 3 different variants of their barrel-aged stout that they have put out. We have not tried this. I don't think you have even.
I've had one variant so far.
Okay.
I tried it when I was over at his place. So this is also brewed with Jordan, which is DUKE of Drinkability.
Yep.
It's a collaboration project they did together. So.
Okay. Super interested to see how this turns out. Yeah. Most of the things I've had from Nosey and Tyler have been excellent in the past.
I think this is their first venture into barrel aging beer, though.
Yeah.
So I thought that was really fun. They gave us a few bottles to try and everything. So this is their series that they did with this. So.
Ominous Shadows 1, 2, and 3. So we're gonna start out with the base, which is just the base barrel aged stout. Barrel aged.
I don't know if you know what
so
the ABV...
I don't think there's anything. 16%.
Oh, damn, Tyler.
Oh, Tyler, we're in trouble.
It's right in MBR range, as Tyler would say.
It's kind of on the top end of the MBR range, actually. We rarely say that here on the channel, but we're at 16%, top end of the range. Let's get a little nose on this thing.
I mean, barrel characteristics. More of the char than like the fudgy vanilla that you get sometimes, but it's still really good.
It smells like a barrel-aged stout.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, it smells good.
Let's check this thing out.
All right, cheers.
Cheers. Okay. That's pretty good.
So good barrel characteristics.
Mm-hmm.
You get a bit of vanilla, you get a bit of that fudginess. Honestly, the stout shines through pretty well.
It does.
The base, like being the base stout, normally like it's really good barrel characteristics, but the actual like the flavors of the stout shine on this one, in my opinion.
I'm actually really impressed with this. To your point, it's got a ton of those great stout characteristics up front. The spirit and the barrel hits up front in the front end of the palate pretty well. It's sweet, but also tame. It's got all the great characteristics of a barrel-aged stout that hit up front. Out the back and middle, it just kind of turns into kind of this like more vanilla, like sweeter stout that it calms down very, very quickly after the front end, which is kind of what I want in a beer like this. For a base beer, a couple of adjuncted variants coming. This is solid. This is actually really, really good.
No.
And we've had some really good, I will not lie, we've had some very good barrel-aged beers tonight. This is up there with those.
Well, I really like what this does. I think this is very solid. I think it's very good. And we've said this before in other shows and other series. Like, it sets itself up for allowing other flavor profiles to kick in when you want to start to add those in. I think they set themselves up really nicely. I think it's a very good base. So, if you're putting this on Untappd.
Wow.
And we don't really score Nosey Neighbor beer because they are a friend of the channel. But I think this is a series we have to score. So, where are you putting this one?
I think this is a 4 1/4 base, honestly. It's that good. I feel like this is equivalent to what we just got out of Bourbon County Stout. I think this is right there, which is saying a lot, Tyler and team and Jordan, for what this turned into. I think this is great. I think it's really good.
So I'm going to put it at a really solid 4. And I only say that because I think with the variants coming, and this might be a mistake on my part, it saves itself for a lot of variants and the flavors we add to it. So I'm going to say a really solid 4. it's flirting with a 4.25, but I think 4 is a good score. I think this is really well done. Good barrel characteristics. Got that nice char and vanilla coming off of it. I can put it at 4. So.
Fair enough. I can't say this is any worse or better than some of the beers we've had tonight. So that is great.
What are we moving on to?
So we are moving on to beer number 2. So this is the secondary adjuncted variant of the Ominous Shadow. So this is brewed with Madagascar, Tahitian, and Ugandan vanilla. So the focus of this beer is vanilla, right? Couple of different kinds of vanilla, but the focus is vanilla on top of that base beer. So
this, again, comes in at 16%.
16%.
Now, funny enough, I think we've said multiple times on how much we love vanilla in our beer and everything, especially our barrel aged stouts. And Tyler had kind of warned us before. For us big vanilla fans, don't get too excited about the vanilla here. Sure. But I'm curious. Sometimes he can be a little harsh on his own beer, so I'm curious about how this comes out. So.
Yep. Let's get a little nose on it. There's definitely a strong vanilla nose.
There is, yeah. I mean, it's not too off from what we just had.
It's almost, I almost get like a smell of like a milk stout, like almost
a little
like
bit. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
A little bit of fermentorium sweater weather kind of scent on the nose.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, I don't think that's unfair. So
let's check this thing out.
Cheers.
Cheers. Whoa. Okay. Whoa.
So Tyler had mentioned that the vanilla was a little subdued. I actually have to disagree. I think the vanilla is really good in this. It's not overpowering in any way, shape, or form, but it's got like a really like vanilla custard ice cream kind of flavor throughout the whole profile. Profile, that's the right word. It's really full bodied. I think it's got really good vanilla like flavor notes. I kind of compare this a little bit to the vanilla ice cream third space variant from a couple years ago with deconstructed chocolate. Like that's the most comparable thing I can think about too.
Yeah, it takes the base beer and the spirit characteristics of that and some of the bite that comes with it, and it smooths it out into this kind of like very decadent, very vanilla forward, like almost dessert style note that hits mid palate out the back. Front end is very similar to the first beer, but the secondary beer you get this nice vanilla characteristic, custardy like vanilla note in the mid palate that is just it's solid. It's not the most amazing vanilla characteristic that I've ever had in a beer. I've had better. However, it does exactly what it's saying it's going to do. The vanilla characteristics of this, when drinking this back to back with the first beer, significantly raised from what the base is.
I agree.
Which means that as a brewer, you hit the notes dead on what you were trying to do with this. So well done.
Yeah,
I'm actually really enjoying this.
No, you kind of, and Tyler, I'm speaking to you directly, you kind of undersold this one. I think you did a much better job than you really give yourself credit for. This is really well done. I like the little characteristics. But I'm going to put this one on Untappd. I'm going to look at this and score this one a really strong 4.25. I was flirting with 4.5. I think 4.25 is a good score for it. It's right up there. It's like a top end 4.25 though.
Yeah. I think I rated the base at a 4.25. I would view this similarly to the base. I think the base is really, really good. This, for my palate, is above that. I don't know that I can go full 4.5 on this to a 4.5 score, 4.5. But I'm going to stay at 4.25 along with you, with the expectation that I don't know where this is headed. So this is
that thought process.
This is a really good beer. It's it's flirting with that 4.5 category for me. If there was a little bit more vanilla here, I might be going there already. But I'm going to go with 4.25 on this. But I do like this actually better than the base.
Yep. Good stuff. So the last one is the third variant here. So this is with coconut, macadamia nuts, and a blend of Madagascar and Tahitian vanilla. So we get a couple of vanilla flavors, but now we get the macadamia nut and the coconut. And this is the one I did have before.
Okay.
I'm curious what your thoughts are compared to me, so I'm going to kind of let you speak on this one first.
Okay.
Let's get a little nose on it.
A little nose on the nut variant.
The worst.
Oh, you can smell that.
Yeah, the coconut's great. The macadamia nuts coming out, and that's what takes the prominent role.
You do get a heavy coconut macadamia nut nose. This has probably got the most...
It's the most on the nose.
Yeah, it's got the most discernible nose of the three.
All right.
Wow.
All right.
That smells really good. All right, let's check it out. Cheers. Whoa. Whoa.
All right, so like I said, I want to hear your notes first.
There's a front end of this beer, total creaminess, like the nut characteristics, the macadamia nut, the coconut hits right up front, big time. Like it's really actually impressive how well those characteristics hit up front with this beer. I actually went into this with lower expectations. That hits really, really well up front. It's very, very well done. And those are the lead characteristics. I mean, the macadamia nuts, the coconut, it's a very well blended pairing of those two up front, but that's what nails you right in the front end of the palate of this, and it's what lingers all the way through the back. I'm still tasting macadamia, coconut characteristics out the back of this. I would say macadamia nuts probably more than coconut even. But wow, I'm very, very impressed with what those characteristics add to this beer.
No, I couldn't agree more. And like, this is a dangerous 16% beer.
Oh my god!
You would never guess this is because there's absolutely no like bourbon alcohol bite to this one. It's so smooth that macadamia nut. Like, if you ever had macadamia like white chocolate cookie, this is absolutely what that hits with a little bit of coconut pinch to it. It's so well done. The only slight little I have against it is the carbonation is on this one. Compared to the other two, I don't think the carbonation is up there, but the flavor is so good, it doesn't matter.
You say that, and I'm not missing it.
Exactly,
I'm not missing it at all.
Yeah. This, like, as much as I love the other two, and I think the other two are great, like, this one absolutely nails exactly what they're going for. And like I said, and I say this in the best possible way, this is a very, very dangerous 16% beer because this is so smooth and so tasty and so decadent that you would never guess that there's 16% ABV, which is very, very high for a beer that even for us, very high for us.
Right. So I come into most of what Tyler produces with like reasonable expectations. Yeah. This exceeds them.
Yeah, no,
honestly.
This is, like I said, I had this one before. I was trying to like level set my expectations. I forgot how good this one was.
This is so good.
All right,
this is amazing.
You're gonna put this one in Untappd. Where are you going?
Oh, shit. Okay. This one specifically with the macadamia nuts and the coconut. Yikes! I'm going 4.5. Flirting on 4.75.
Okay.
That's how good this beer. This beer, Tyler, is really, really good. This is phenomenal. I'm really, really enjoying this. I'm finding it hard to find something that I dislike in this specific beer. So
you want to.
I want to.
Kind of almost
I
want
want to
to.
find something that I can grasp onto, but it's difficult.
No, I don't disagree. I'm going to go 4.5 as well. I think this is an absolute solid 4.5. The flavor profile on this is so good. And, like, as much as I like kind of sometimes that bourbon or that barrel kick into these beers, the flavor on this is so good. And that macadamia nut, that's the star of this one. The coconut's good. It kind of adds a flavor to it. The vanilla is there. The macadamia nut is so good in this one.
It is good.
I think this is a very solid 4.5. Really well done. You know, Tyler and Jordan, you guys absolutely nailed this one.
It's crazy because we've drank some pretty good beers
Yeah.
tonight. The fact that we're sitting here having this beer and having this conversation about it means really good things.
No, it's really well
for what
done.
you're doing.
Yeah.
So, well done. This is awesome.
Yeah.
Really good stuff.
Super fun. Great series. It's their first Beer League program. I can't wait to see what they do next. It's so well done.
Yes. Awesome stuff. Well, cool. Tyler and Jordan, well done. Happy to have this stuff on the channel. Thank you for volunteering some of your amazing effort here and letting us talk about it here on the channel. So thank you very much. We will... Hi, Maddie.
It's time for you to eat.
Oh, it's time for us to eat?
Okay.
Well, you are right. So we are going to finish up our video here, and then we are going to eat right along with you.
And I am just going to stay down here.
You're going to stay down here?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So thank you, everybody, for checking this out. If you've tried any of Nosey Neighbors beers, let us know what you think in the comments. They've released a ton of great stuff over the course of the past year. Really, really awesome things. Different beers, different styles. This is a unique style, I will agree. But some really great stuff, not even in the same vein as what this is.
This is fantastic.
So check them out. Nosey_neighbor_brewing on Instagram. And check us out in the rest of our social media. We are on Facebook. We are on Instagram. We are on TikTok. We are here on YouTube. So like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see all of you in the very next episode.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye-bye.